This is a video response to Ben of the 401Files. Hope all's well in your world, mate. I've been following your recent little series on the SpaceX Starlink with great interest, and I'm very interested to see where the story goes in the future and what will come of it. I started writing a comment under your latest video, but it turned into such an essay I decided to just record it and use it as a video response. I think your humans watching apes using basic tools analogy is a great one for how super advanced ETs of the kind capable of paying us a visit here on Earth would regard humanity's activities. The idea that Earth and thus humanity is hidden at this time has to be based on the idea that physical activity, meaning matter, machinery and movement, is what would be giving our position away. I think EMFs, other kinds of radiation, not to mention the signals occasionally broadcast into deep space specifically designed to deliberately attract the attention of alien life, would be far more noticeable than a train of insignificant satellites a meagre 300 or so miles off the surface of our world. The physical model of the universe is on a back burner for me at this time. This whole premise of physical entities travelling across space in physical ships, albeit with super high-tech propulsion and stasis systems, is pure sci-fi. It's an idea that's been propagated by popular science fiction, the creators of which are extrapolating from present-day human spacefaring technology what the future might hold. Very logical, very rational, very nearsighted in my estimation. My understanding is that consciousness is the primary substance of the universe. Matter and energy have been assembled by that consciousness perception into the physical plane of existence as we know it. This is a meta-theory which neatly encapsulates all creation stories, both religious traditional and secular scientific. When we talk of other worlds, by my reckoning we're actually speaking of other dimensions. Earth is not a planet, it's a dimension. It follows then that anything visiting from elsewhere would more properly be called an extra-dimensional. So, look at all the consciousness thriving on Earth compared to the near complete lack of anything comparable on the Moon, for example. That is what is attracting the attention of other consciousness out there. And to be honest, they have been watching us with anticipation all along. The impending shift, expansion, awakening, call it what you will, of humanity out of psychological time into the much talked about fifth dimensional state of awareness is the first such event that has taken place in body, as they say. This means it is of great interest to these other beings. Plot twist, these beings are us. Many of them are here now, masquerading as humans. Many others are linked consciously to us, and can speak and work through us. That's how I know what I'm saying right now. We can think of Earth and humanity like the National Stadium on World Cup final day. Yes, a lot of people couldn't give a monkeys, but most people are at least aware this thing is going on, and billions are actively glued to their screens because they have something directly invested in the outcome. For me, the question is not so much should we make contact, but why is contact not being made openly at this time? We've all had strange experiences which defy logical explanation, and yet it seems impossible to ever empirically prove these sightings and visitations. It's analogous to people asking, if God is real, why doesn't he appear, prove his existence and fix all our problems while he's at it? That's not the point though. This is at this time still very much an undercover operation. The vast majority of the human population think the big stories are global warming and coronavirus, because that's what we've been told the big stories are. Waking up to just how much of what we've believed to be objective reality has in fact been illusory is a massively traumatic experience. It is only revealed piece by piece as and when we're deemed capable of handling it. How many people head off in search of the truth and become paranoid and mentally unbalanced as a result of simply following their curiosity and asking the wrong sort of questions? So to bring it back down to Earth, so to speak, it makes total sense to me what you say about Starlink being a potential excuse for increased UFO sightings. The important thing, I think, is not to concern ourselves with what the papers or the press releases say, but only with what our own intuition and like-minded sources reveal to us. So keep up the great work at 401 Files. I have got the notification bell on, of course, and I love to read all the comments underneath your videos as well. You have a lot of interesting thinkers following your channel.